If I want to donate to the church, I'll do that, but ain't nobody forcing my hand around here. You're calling people broke, but more than likely you the brokest one in the room. So why was his apology written down when the going off was just strictly off the dome? Because it is not genuine. What's up, everybody? It's your girl B Octavia, and I am back with another video. Welcome back to my channel if you don't know me. My name is B Octavia. I'm 25 and from Washington, D.C. Over here on my channel, I like to talk about various things. I like to switch it up, have variety, talk about things that's going on in today's time, because we all know it's a crazy time. It's a lot going on. And a lot of people, I thank those people, love to hear my opinion on it. So I talk about things that's happening in the current times, as well as taking it back to back before I was born. But let's get into this video because I'm just really excited, or anxious, I will say, to talk about this. Today we will be talking about a pastor from Kansas City going off on his congregation.
I know you still poor, broke, busted, and disgusted because of how you've been honoring me.
Now, if y'all don't know what a congregation is, that's what the church would call a community of supporters. So we are going to talk about him today, but we are also going to get into the bigger picture of how I feel about pastors, how I feel about these new pastors, as well as pastors in the past that didn't know nothing of social media but have the same type of tendencies as these new pastors. If y'all haven't noticed, in the past few months, pastors specifically from different states and cities have been going viral for various things. One of them got robbed allegedly. You feel what I'm saying? It's so much that I could say from different pastors that it's just getting ridiculous, and I'm seeing a huge pattern with it. I strongly believe that all of them are doing this on purpose, just for the sole purpose of attention, for more people to tune into their broadcast. But I'm going to get deeper into that after I talk about this specific pastor. So last week, this pastor from Kansas City called his congregation broke. And he called them broke because they weren't spending on him. My question is, spending on you for what? Most pastors are older than this gentleman here. Usually the older you get, the wiser you get, and people not only love a pastor for speaking the word, but they love, admire, and give money to pastors who are very wise and who seem like they know what they're talking about. Not pastors that aim hatred at their own congregation. This fool right here barely got facial hair, telling folks to spend on him because of how he praises the Bible and God. He said, and I quote, "That's how I know you're still poor, broke, busted, and disgusted, because of how you've been spending on me." First of all, if you're not in a real church where somebody can really feel like they one with God, and you live on a broadcast or some shit, I'm not trying to hear that. A lot of these pastors, they broadcast their Sunday service, and sure, you can get mad that people aren't donating, but it's just the same as in church as it would if I was watching over social media. If I want to donate to the church, but you saying to you, if I want to donate to the church, I'll do that, but ain't nobody forcing my hand around here. That's why I have some type of feelings towards church. It's several different things that, I can get into on a whole nother day. But one thing that I couldn't stand was putting money in a collection plate. Now, let me be clear on something. It was never my money going into that plate, although I paid. It was my auntie money that she handed me, that she wanted me to put into the collection plate. First of all, she was looking at me the whole time, so it wasn't like I could pocket the money. I wanted to, but it wasn't my money, you know? I took it as that she wanted me and my siblings to show a sign of respect for the church, but I was never okay with it. When you figure out that the collections doesn't go to the light bill of the church, it doesn't go to actually keeping the building. When you are old enough to realize that churches are a lot of the times 100% nonprofits. And if we speaking on nonprofits help a lot of businesses keep themselves afloat, whether that be rent, lights, water, necessary things that you need for the congregation, right? Nonprofits get more help and donations than we realize. That money goes into the pocket of a pastor who has a nice car, who has a very, very nice house. And in my eyes, this is my personal opinion, ain't nobody that good. Ain't nobody that good at praising something when I can praise it myself, to where I give you money that I needed. To where I give you money that could have put food in my stomach, my sibling's stomach, in this case now, my child's stomach. I'm not doing it. In my eyes, it keeps the pastor's rent paid, and he's secure while everybody in the congregation is struggling. That's how I've always saw it, even as a child. The way I see it is, pastors of today and old timers too, they gotta stop taking advantage of people's desperation to show God how much they love him by putting money in your pocket. I feel like pastors everywhere gotta stop taking advantage of the respect, admiration, and love of God that people have in their hearts. The thing I realized about this Kansas City pastor is he's struggling. Probably on his last leg of finances, and instead of getting himself out of that rut, instead of getting a job, another job, you feel what I'm saying? He is really projecting his anguish onto his congregation.
I ain't worth your product. I'm not worth your Gucci. You can buy a Movado watch in Sam's.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
And y'all know I asked for one last year. Here it is the whole way in August. I still ain't got it. Y'all ain't saying nothing. Let me kick down the door and talk to my cheap sons and daughters.
You're calling people broke, but more than likely you the brokest one in the room. He apologized for his rude comments while reading his apology from a piece of paper.
Though there is context behind the content of the clip, no context will suffice.
But when he was going off on a congregation, he didn't have no piece of paper in sight. That shit came from off the dome. So why was his apology written down when the going off was just strictly off the dome? Because it is not genuine at all. No matter what time of day you look at it, it's gonna come out the same. It's like, no matter where you are from me, you could be in this room, the same room as me, or I could be watching you, and I just sense that you're not being genuine. That's not how you keep a congregation. I don't know if it's a type of school that he can go to for pastors and etiquette and how to talk to people, but he should probably do that, or do a mentorship with, a really respected pastor, because you're going about it the wrong way and you still young. People are going to remember that, and that is going to follow you even as you change and get better. You too young to be putting yourself out there as a pastor when you just don't know the way life works. After we come out of a damn Panera bread, after we come out of a damn panini sandwich, after we come from out of the Corona beer at the store, you gonna say people broke, poor, busted, disgusted. Yeah, a lot of people is. This shit was the closest thing, if not a recession, that we had in decades. So you gonna be still all for you, but then fake like you all for the congregation. No. It's not about you anymore after we had a whole damn Panera Bread situation going on with the shutdown. I can't wait till I get up there where I could just sit down and talk to these people about the wrongs and the rights and the have and the have-nots. I don't know if they have it's almost like when people come out saying stuff like that, not seeing what's going on around them, it's like, who raised you? Did they raise you? Was they out being selfish just like you turned out selfish? I'm confused. So lastly, I want to speak on my theory. These 2022 pastors are lying about being robbed for insurance claims and shit, saying all this foul stuff, disrespecting people that came out to support them, whether it be in person or online, all for the sake of attention, and it's very sick. As a pastor, you stand up on that pedestal above everybody already. You loud as a mother up there on the pedestal every Sunday. You got everybody's undivided attention on a Sunday for a certain amount of hours, and you gonna pull that shit? You gonna pull that? All of them need to go back to school. I don't know what the one on social media that got the foul mouth. That's not how pastors get down. Yeah, it's 2022, but who told y'all to start switching up how a pastor is supposed to be? If you don't get in a motherfucking suit and tie and dress up like the pastors do, and do the thing that we saw as kids. We didn't see pastors disrespecting us. They may have threw a little shade here and there, but that's all for the love. That's all for the love. So what is really going on where we in a time where they switching it up as pastors? Nah. Y'all need to take it back. Take it all the way back, because y'all are embarrassing the congregation. How about that? You want to talk about the congregation? Yeah, motherfuckers is poor. We in poverty as it is. We poor poverty. Even if you got a certain amount of money now, if you still in poverty, you still poor. If not in finances, in mindset. So, yeah, we poor. We poor. Might not stay that way, but ain't nobody finna make you rich. So, with all of that being said, I'm glad I got that off my chest, because I strongly believe that all of these pastors in today's time are clout chasers. You know what I'm saying? Even T.D. Jakes, listen, he can pastor down. He speaks the word. But I just don't agree with Rolls Royces and flaunting this lifestyle. Pastors supposed to be humble. Y'all not supposed to show us what you buying with our money. You're not supposed to show us all that. Oh, I got my wife a new Rolls Royce 2022. Listen, indict them. Audit these motherfuckers. Because they not supposed to be spending the money on that. I can keep going on and on. But for now, It's your girl, B. Octavia. Thank y'all for watching. Thank you for tuning in to yet another video. Thank you so much. And I will see y'all in my next one. Now, stay tuned because I got Athlete Controversy Episode 1 dropping very soon. You don't want to miss it.